Hi there, Brett here at Tabletop Sagas. Welcome back to the channel and in a new location. I've been doing a little bit of unexpected painting and building in the last couple of weeks, hence why there's maybe not been videos quite as quickly as I would have liked for you, but I have been moving my hobby setup. And as I say, doing a lot of painting, but painting was, and then a lot of building, but building furniture, unfortunately. So I haven't had a chance to get out the videos that I was hoping, but I have been doing a little bit of painting in the background. So I thought that today I'd show you what I've been working on. So let's dive right in and check out some Romans. And here is what I've been working on, a big pile of Victrix Republic Romans. So this is 2 bags of their legions, the bags 1 and 2. And also as well, underneath there is the Roman Republic cavalry as well. This here is enough for 3 divisions in Hail Ceasar. So that'll be 2 infantry divisions and then also a cavalry division. Maybe not quite balanced out there. You probably want more infantry per cavalry. I'm thinking about 1 division of infantry for every individual unit of cavalry, and then slightly different for the allies, but this is what I've got to start with. And it isn't just a mountain of plastic, because I've also managed to get these painted up as well. Here are 2 units of Hastati here at the back, and then in the front we've also got 2 units of Velites or Velites, depending on how you pronounce them. So this is about half of the models that you need for 1 of your infantry divisions. These all come from the Roman Republic Legionnaires Pack 2. Not 100% sure on the name, but that's roughly what it is. And really happy with how these came together. They did come together really quickly, about 16 models each week. So this is about 2 weeks worth of work. So let's dive in and have a look at the Roman legionaries first. So here we have a base of the Hastati infantry. Now these are your youngest battle line forces, your least experienced, and I did decide to, you will notice they have no command with them. The reason for that is in order to do 2 divisions of infantry, I'm going to be needing 10 units. Between the 2 bags from Victrix, however, I will only receive 6 command units, which means I am 4 short, and I have 4 Hastati units. Therefore, it seemed like to me that doing the Hastati without a command and doing the Triarii and the Principe with was the not best option, but best option with the resource that I had available, because I'm not buying an entire 2 extra bags just for the sake of getting command on my Hastati. These have been painted up using a somewhat slap chop method, although not completely. I do start with a mid-grey primer, then do a light grey primer, and then a dry brush of white, so I never go down to a full black. I'm personally not a massive fan of how that looks. I think it goes on and ends up being a little bit too dark. I then dry brushed the skin using a tutorial from Seventh Son when he's shown off how he does his Gallic and Roman legionnaires from, I believe it is the sort of Caesar, the Marian Reformations, your typical Hollywood movie legionnaires. And I do really like his videos. I think that the tutorials are brilliant, so I have used them for doing the skin. And then it's just some basic layering and edge highlighting on all of the other parts. Now this is where they are at the minute, and I do obviously need quite a few more of these. And that's what the Roman legionaries look like. And then next, let's jump back again, and this time we're going to have a look at a couple of these Velites or Velites, depending on your preference. And here we have our Velites. Now these, you will notice, they have no armor on them, but they do have tunics. Tunics I've decided to do in a red and in a cream. The reason for this is because all of the equipment in this era is supplied by the soldier themselves. And so I thought that I still wanted to keep that typical Roman red sort of look, but I did want to imply that maybe not everybody decided to go with a red tunic, and so I've done a roughly 50-50 combination of the two, rather than trying to add in any more browns or blues or greens and just confuse the entire mess. These ones here are also wearing the typical wolf pelt headdress that looks, I think, really nice. I really like these models. Unfortunately, in the pack from Victrix, there's only 6 of the 16 that have got the actual pelts able to be put onto them, which is a shame. I did wish there was more, but hey, 6 in 16, you know what, it's enough to give an impression, and I will take it. And so that is those for you. So the plan for this project, as I say, is to do about 3 divisions at the minute and then eventually expand them out. I do think this should be a pretty quick process overall, but still good bit of work. Now, all of these have been based in my usual style that I've been basing my 28mm Greeks in, and that's using the Geek Gaming Scenics Mediterranean Soil. I think it's a pretty solid option. However, unfortunately, I have ran out of the autumn grass tufts, which is a bit of a shame. I have used some of the Jarvis autumn range, but to be honest, they're not as good. I'm not really a particular fan of those, so I will be needing to order some more. Also, as well, you will notice that everything here, all the shields, have not got any details on them. I'm absolutely not going to try and freehand details onto any of these shields. I am planning on picking up some of the Little Big Man Studio transfers. I will get those on pretty soon, although I was maybe a little bit gun-ho with getting these miniatures put together and onto their bases, because now some of them, in particular this one here, this one here, this one here, and this guy here, so the back right guy, they are, I suspect, going to be an absolute pain to get the transfers on, and I am probably going to be cursing past me when I realise how difficult it is to get them to line up when you can't actually reach the shields because they're behind somebody else's body. But that's a future me's problem, so we will cross that bridge when we come to it. There is also one slight issue, you could say, with the Victrix collection, although I would maybe argue it's more of a feature than a bug, where they focus on infantry and allow other companies to focus more on characters and special units. That is, I suspect, what allows them to have plastics for historics, which is not common for smaller companies. And that is, as you may have guessed, the commanders that I need for each of my divisions. I have had a bit of a look around for these, and my intention, I believe, is going to be to look at some from Footsore Miniature. I have picked up a few to test to see how they come out. I've picked up their, I believe it's their Pro Console on, like, mounted Pro Console, and then also a Maniple Command. They are due at some point, and I will have a look to see how they are, and if they do work, I will expand, as they do have a few other Republic Roman character models that will fit for this project. And there we have it. So what did you think of those? I'm personally really happy with how quickly these are coming together. There's still a few little bits to do with the transfers and putting maybe some extra tufts on there, but overall, I'm really happy with the direction of how this little project is going to be going. Hopefully, it should be a really quick one, but let me know in the comments down below what it is that you think of these. I will throw up some a bit nicer photos. I'm still working out exactly which side, but I'll throw them up somewhere for you to have a look at. Hopefully now, with the location mostly all set up, I should be able to get back to hopefully getting some form of schedule. I am aiming for the new year to get down to a once every 2 weeks schedule as an absolute minimum for you. If you do want to check out those videos that are coming up, as well as the next ones for the back end of this year, then do be sure to hit that subscribe button. I do have a couple of videos in the works at the minute, and another few finishing filming so they should not take too long, and I'm hoping that the back end of December, beginning of January is going to be a really busy one here at Tabletop Sagas. But until then, thank you very much for watching today, and I will see you in the next video.